We just saw a glimpse of Ismaïla Sarr. What a big boost for Watford to have him on the team sheet this afternoon. Referee is John Brooks. He blows his whistle. The players take a knee in support of the Black Lives Matter campaign, and we are set. It's going to be Luton, all in orange, who will get us underway at Vicarage Road, attacking the Rookery end in the first period. Watford in their home strip of yellow and black shirts, black shorts, black socks. And Pearson has to go back into his own half, and Bradley nearly showed too much of that to Sarr, just poked it off to Norrington Davis in time. Well, and that's a poor ball because he's giving it straight to Sarr. Sarr with Cleverley to his right, João Pedro to his left. Here's Tom Cleverley right on edge of the penalty area. Sarr's gone for the return. Here's Pedro. Pedro with the shot, parried by the goalkeeper, and he makes the save before Sarr can get there. And João Pedro's wait for his first goal in English football goes on, but so nearly celebrated his 19th birthday with the opening goal in the derby.
Good direct play. Jumps in, sneaks the ball, pushes it back out wide to Cleverley, and the ball comes back across the box. We're jumping in our seats there, waiting for somebody to tap it into the net off the parry, but nevertheless, positive signs from Watford. They're winning it ball high up the field, they're defending well at the back, and it's looking good up to now. 12
minutes played, and that's the closest we've come. It remains 0-0 at Vicarage Road. João Pedro coming as close as he probably has. Here's Harry Cornick, 0-0 here at Vicarage Road, running down the right-hand touchline. He's round Wilmot this time and into the penalty. His cross, though, doesn't beat Ben Foster at the near post. Disappointment that for Luton, and Foster can claim a comfortable catch.
Well, we see there he's a talent, Harry Cornick, and this is his game where he'll get running at people. Very, very similar to Pedro and Sarr up front for us.
10 yards outside the penalty area, feeding in Ngakia. Ngakia cuts it to the edge of the box. Pedro slays it down to Cleverley, who drives his shot wide, but it took a deflection on the way, and Watford have the first corner of the game. Nicely set for Tom Cleverley.
Yeah, some good play. I'm jumping all over the place here, John. I feel like I probably need a stretch in a minute. That extra man in midfield gives Cleverley the opportunity to get into the box, and we've seen. I've worked with him at Aston Villa. He can score goals. Getting into that box, it won't be long before he gets off the mark.
Sema with the corner. Jotting towards the near post. It hits the knees of Luke Berry, I think, or Tunnicliffe was it? And cannons behind into the family stand for a second corner in quick succession. At that Vicarage Road end, Ken Sema again spotting the ball up. A left-footed delivery, an outswinger. Again looks for the same one. It's headed on the near post by Sarr, who was all alone. But
he had 5 yards of space around him there, didn't he? But it's a difficult one. It's a difficult one to hit when you make that front post run and just sit there with their back four and defend. But we've started really well.
Nice work between Ngakia and Sarr. And Ngakia is into the penalty area here. Who can he find? His cross is deflected behind. Just didn't have the angle to cut it back for Pedro or Cleverley. But again, Sarr heavily involved, releasing Jeremy Ngakia, who's attacking to really good effect in this first half. And it was Bradley who got back just in the nick of time to divert the cross behind for Watford's third corner. Goes back to Cabaselli on the edge of his own penalty area. But he gives it away under pressure from Collins. And Berry feeds Cornick right on the edge of the penalty area. Cornick's cross towards Collins, off the crossbar from 6 yards, with Foster beaten and Chalobah hooks it away.
But good play from the midfield, and then a great ball across from Cornick, and you'd expect Collins to put that away. We're very fortunate to still be at 0-0.
Here's Craig Cathcart. A bit of a wake-up call for the Hornets. Sema does well, holds off Craney, and now runs towards the edge of the penalty area. Ken Sema going on the outside of Pearson, drives it across. João Pedro! João Pedro, what a time to score your first goal for Watford. Sema, with all the hard work, held off Craney, gone on the outside of Pearson. João Pedro, with the aid of a deflection, scores his first goal in English football on his 19th birthday. Ken Sema, the creator once again for Watford. And João Pedro has his birthday goal. Works it out to the left-hand side, and Sema Sema up against Craney, level with the edge of the penalty area. Still going Ken Sema, cuts back onto his right foot, feeds cleverly edge of the box, quickly into the feet of Pedro, looks for cleverly again, cleverly left-hand edge of the penalty area, level the 6-yard box, just rolls it back too far for Ken Sema, and the chance is gone. But then Pedro wins it back on the edge of the box. Here's João Pedro running into the penalty area, still going João Pedro, forced out a little wide, onto the right-hand side, out towards the corner flag, holds it up, rolls it onto the sole of his boot, waiting for Ngakia to help him, and then little back heel into the shins of Norrington Davis, and Watford have a corner.
He doesn't struggle for confidence, does he, in possession of the ball, João Pedro?
He's become the youngest Watford goal scorer since Nathaniel Chalobah scored against Wolves here at Vicarage Road in December 2012. 19 today, João Pedro. Chalobah was 18 years, 3 days. Garner with the corner. And towards the near post, and it's headed wide by Chalobah. He got in front of his man, just couldn't get enough on it, Nathaniel Chalobah.
Any more contact and it was a goal. So close in, excellent quality in the cross. He just needed that little extra touch. Glance from his forehead, but any more contact there, and it was a 2-0 lead for Watford.
But Watford win it back through Chalobah and cleverly drives towards the edge of the Luton penalty area. Feeds João Pedro. Little flick round the corner. Here's James Garner. The save from the goalkeeper. Pedro's follow up is blocked and behind for a corner. Luton wobbling here. Watford going for the throats at the start of the second half. João Pedro denied after Garner's shot was saved by Sluga. Chalobah winning the ball back on the halfway line. Cleverly driving forward. Wonderful little flick from João Pedro into the path of Garner. Good save from the goalkeeper, and João Pedro's follow-up deflected wide by, I think, a combination of Pearson and Craney.
Some stunning football, and cleverly, and João Pedro behind it again. This time the deflection takes it away from the net.
Sema with the latest corner, headed away by Bradley. Here's Garner, edge of the penalty area, takes a couple of touches, works it to his right and cleverly. Back to Ngakia, who clips it out to the right and edge of the penalty area, and Chalobah, 5 yards outside the box. Rolls it back to Cleverly. Cleverly's teasing cross. Flicks off João Pedro. It will come to Sarr. Sarr's shot is charged down. Out of the penalty area. Sarr will retrieve it once again. Sema outside him. Leaves it for the Swede. Sema up against Craney. Little step over. And then tries to wriggle his way into the box. Here's Ken Sema. In towards the near post. It's headed behind by Pearson. And Watford have another corner. Sarr now driving towards the edge of the Luton penalty area. Turns it to his left, and Sema again who will keep it in. Sema again, his cross is blocked, this time by Craney. Watford have their 8th corner of the afternoon.
Well, again, good football. Nice little blindsided pass from Sarr. I think maybe from that position he just wants to stand it up a little bit, but then do you have the striker to go and attack that if he stands it up? So it's obviously a game plan to put things across the box, low and hard. And they're creating opportunities, which is all you can ask really of your attacking players.
Sema again from the left-hand side, in towards the near post again. Elliot Lee is the first to it, and turns it behind for another corner. Clark it was that cleared this time.
Surely only a matter of time before that near post corner pays off. They've tried it every time, not quite got the quality on the header.
Sema again, flicked away this time by Pearson. Will be picked up by Ngakia midway inside the Luton half. Curls it again, nice shape on that. It's Collins who heads it away. Chalobah on the volley, high into the rookery stand and behind for a Luton goal kick. We're approaching the hour mark. Watford really piling the pressure on. Their lead though is still a slender one, but it is a lead. They lead by 1-0 on Hive Live at Vicarage Road. 15 yards short of the penalty area, and clips it out to Martin Craney. Over on the right hand side, Clark outside him, Craney goes beyond him. Clark moves infield, running it cleverly. Looks for the run of Collins. Collins turns inside the penalty area and then goes for the far post. Nearly finds the corner flag. Watford have a goal kick, but James Collins just starting to get involved a little here as we drift towards the final quarter of this contest. But it remains Watford 1, Luton 0.
Yeah, he's made a dangerous run in behind. He almost, one of those where he timed it so well, he looked offside, but wasn't. But it's a little bit of a shock for Watford now because Luton are getting back into the game.
Tommy mentioning the youth in this Watford team. Ben Wilmot 20, Ngakia 20, Garner 19, João Pedro 19, Sarr 22, and of course Tom Delibashiru now on 21. Here's Sarr holding the ball up. It's just poked away from him by Bradley. Here's Ngakia, neatly round Berry. finding Delibashiru, who will find Sarr on the right-hand side. Ngakia outside him. Here is Jeremy Ngakia running at Norrington Davis. And towards the edge of the box, feeding Delibashiru into the area. Can he get across the way? It's cut across goal. Goalkeeper saves with his feet, and Watford can't find the follow-up. Comes to Cleverly, 25 yards out. Works it forward to Ngakia. And now Sarr on the right-hand touchline. Sarr's crossing towards the near post, headed away by Bradley. Garner tries the shot, but rather scuffs it up in the air, and it's a comfortable catch for the goalkeeper. Just points the way forward and then clips it forward looking for Pedro. It's over the head of Pedro and Pearson. And Pedro holds off Matty Pearson. Good strength that from João Pedro, who's 10 minutes away from being the match winner. Here's Sarr on the edge of the penalty area trying to turn, feed Delibashiru. Delibashiru with the shot, and it's Sluga who fingertips wide for a Watford corner.
Well, there's certainly no lack of confidence in this young Watford team. Some excellent play from Sarr to protect the ball. Slips it off there to Delibashiru. And hitting the target is the most important thing. He did that, and it's a good save.
It's headed awkwardly away, and Berry has to help it further away. Garner wins it back for Watford, and here's Delibashiru finding Quina on the edge of the penalty area. Quina turning, still going Domingos Quina. Quina looking for Deeney inside the box. Deeney looking to turn. Deeney shoots, and it cannons off Norrington Davis and behind for a corner. And he's got the bit between his teeth. You can see a determined look on Troy Deeney's face. So this is the game right here, right now. The derby is in the balance. Garner drags himself to his feet. The goalkeeper wanted to go forward for the free kick. He will now take the free kick. 5 yards inside the Watford half. Bradley is joined by Pearson up front for Luton. The height with Hilton. Sluga drives it forward into the Watford penalty area. It bounces beyond everybody. Bradley keeps it in, but Delibashiru is there in the left-back position and finds Kabasele inside his own penalty area. Kabasele chips it forward up over the halfway line. It's Clark that's back there. There's the full-time whistle. Watford win the derby at Vicarage Road for the first time in 33 years. The Hornets are victorious at home against the Hatters. And it's the boy from Brazil who will grab the headlines on his 19th birthday. João Pedro's goal on 35 minutes is the match winner. Watford remain unbeaten at the start of the championship season. They burst Luton's bubble. Their 100% record is busted on Derby Day. Watford 1, Luton Town 0.
Wait, why are you going fast? There's more here.